Been through the desert on a horse with no name. I felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one better feeling no pain. Oh.
La, la, la.
See. I guess I sung a song that everybody agreed to
Hell
this
yeah, I
time.
love that song, boy. Shit.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Man, it is Originators Monday, as we already know. Man, it's been one hell of a day for Falcons football talk, as you've already seen the OGs earlier, and we're going to be setting this up for the coach, as he's going to be setting up the preview/watch party for the Monday night football matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, I am your host, 6MK, aka the Reckoner, is in the building. To my stage left, as you already know, it is Mad Mike Luciano, aka the Senator, is in the building.
Hi, friends.
Oh man. And as you already know, we got Mr. Tactician, aka
Yeah, everybody pull their pants up.
Oh, whoa.
Rosie.
For what? What the heck is going on?
I heard pants up. Like, what the hell we
Pull
doing?
them
The
pants up.
hell we putting our pants up for?
They know what they doing. We know. We know what you doing.
Oh,
Pull them pants
so
up.
it sounds like you got some secrets. Ooh.
Sometimes we see your secrets. Pull them pants up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh wow.
Well, damn. But as you already know, man, we're gonna definitely give shouts out to the people in here right now, and that's we got Sherman Wood, we got Jamaris 58. Um, like you said, shout out to the homie, man, because he got the logistics videos come back out. So y'all make sure y'all check his channel out so he can give you his keys to victory. We got King Treyway, Tell Sports and Gaming. We got Big Gino, Percy Johnson, Mon D, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. We got Kari in the building, Southside
Yes,
12,
yes.
Sonia,
Hey, Sonya.
D. Coleman, Derek, Lafayette, Marquise, Mucho Grande, Lee 85. We got the homie D. Sloan, Georgia, Texas boy, Falcon Fan 408. Brian Peoples and Blizz 818, and that will be the conclusion of what, Mike?
The real.
And
Well,
that was Mad Mike in his remixed edition coming out on October 1st.
and we got one more person hopping on with us. This is one of the homies, one of the family. Trav, what's good, man?
What's going on, everybody? How everybody feeling?
Oh man, this Monday night is a Monday night football, man. This is the first primetime game for the Falcons. So glad you hopped on, LT. We're gonna kick off the question. Hold on, before we kick off the question, do you anything in the sports world that you want to get off your chest before we start the show?
Oh shit.
Did you just open up some foil?
Look,
No, no, it was the Cowboys stories here.
you don't read
How
no damn
about
question for
them
this damn
Cowboys?
weirdo.
In other words, LT sends his condolences to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys organization.
You paid that shit $240 million.
told y'all to pull your pants up.
That man was stank yesterday, boy. I could smell him through my TV screen. That's how
Oh, that
bad.
was yeah, that was some nasty work right there. That definitely was nasty work.
I just
Um,
want to know how your defense got gifted an interception just for you to throw it right back the very next play.
Man, look, I ain't never been pissed off of Dallas in
Oh
my
my!
life. They pissed me the free. Oh boy,
It ain't even my team.
man.
First of all, let me tell y'all something right now. Y'all should have never let them win. For them to have a parade in front of your stadium is blasphemous. And I'm gonna say it right here. New Orleans don't think you're gonna get away with that in Atlanta. Oh no. Oh,
First
no.
of all, if you're a Saints fan watching, don't think you even leaving Atlanta with a win. Let's get that out your mind right now. But definitely ain't no parading. That was disrespectful. These folks had a whole live marching band going down their street. They listen,
I'm
go down,
I
go down,
seen
go
the
down,
tuba.
go down Peach Street and think you're gonna get away with that. See what the fuck stuff you out.
look. You have about
Look,
15 J's on your neck. Keep
no,
thinking.
no, look. Damn Peachtree, you ain't gonna make it off Northside Drive. I'm telling you right now. Nope.
no, nah, man. But let's go and get right into it, man. As we've already know, man, we got this is game 2, week 2, Atlanta Falcons versus Philadelphia Eagles. Trav, I'm gonna let you run point on this one. I want you to give me your thought on this being a must-win game for the Falcons, and what are you looking forward to in tonight's matchup?
Obviously, people don't saw my tweets. But so for anybody that's seen them and it been shared or whatever, the reason why I made the statement I made for tonight's game, if we want to be considered a damn good football team, we have to beat the teams that are considered the elite teams of this league. Philadelphia is one of those teams. People feel like they got an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. So if you want to have an opportunity to showcase what you could do and if you could withstand the top tier teams of the league, beating a team like Philadelphia tonight in Philadelphia will change a lot of perspective. If you don't, depends on how the game goes, it's going to raise a lot more questions than what we have answers to for the near future. And I tell anybody, winning football games resolves a lot of things. No matter how you get it done, as long as you get it done. So for me tonight, keys to victory from my point of view, maintain Saquon Barkley. There's a reason why they signed that man. You clearly saw it last week when they played the Packers. The man had a hat trick. He's a force to be reckoned with, especially playing in Philadelphia now. We do have a little leeway tonight. There's no AJ Brown, so we ain't got to really deal with him on the receiving end. But Devontae Smith can make up for that. But slowing down Saquon, being able to put pressure on Jalen Hurts because we obviously done seen that if you pressure him, he will make mistakes. So you also you have to put that in perspective. And for me, offensively, maintaining that pass rush. They're going to get after the quarterback for Philadelphia. I would like to also see more touches between, a balance of touches between Bijan and Tyler. I think if you utilize both backs, you can actually kind of wear down the defense and you can set them up for play action plays and take deep shots. So we can utilize guys because I'm not understanding why we have 6'5" and 6'6" skill position players and we're not throwing jump balls at them. This is kind of head scratching, but that's just my thought process. But I'm pretty sure they will make adjustments to that for tonight's game. That's all I have right now.
Okay. Hold on. So let me give you one more question, and I'm gonna pass this on to Mike. with the same question. So, do you think that the Falcons may have to utilize the screen game a little bit more tonight than we saw last week?
Absolutely. I mean, what we all know what slows down the pass rush, the screen. Could that make you think twice? So if you give up a couple big plays in the screen game, then that forces the defense to kind of like, hold up, we don't want to go too fast because we'll run past the play. Now I do
Mm,
think I don't want you to overuse screens, but
right,
use them effectively.
right. And we got facts over feelings here saying it's a must win for the
That's
Falcons
tanky
tonight.
poo. That's tanky poo. Okay,
Oh,
that's
oh,
tanky.
oh, 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 that's Tank Dog. That Tank Dog.
Yeah. He don't change his name like 3 times because he keep getting smoked. So
Oh
we're gonna
Lord
make
have
him change
mercy.
that name
Tanky
again.
poo. Tanky
Thank you,
poo.
poo.
You can't hide from us, boy. We know who you is.
Look, I'm about to put some soul to it. Thank you, poo. Thanks over feelings.
You can't hide with
When
that name.
They change the name, gonna change something. No, that ain't changing nothing.
You should have changed your name to keep that same energy. Cause if we win, we gonna let you have it. Tanky poo.
all right. But he said that it's a must win for the Falcons due to the opponents against the Chiefs, Saints, and the Bucks. Let's see what else. Um, Kari asked a question here, and you know what, Juan, I'm gonna let you. No, I'm gonna. No,
No,
I'm gonna.
go ahead,
No,
Juan.
I'm gonna let you get this question. Kari asked, "How do you think the Falcons should be able to contain Hurts?"
Um, it's a phrase they use in football called catch and contain. The one thing most mobile quarterbacks do not like, they don't like pressure up the middle. But in order for that to work, you must control the edges. You have to control the edges and you have to be disciplined. Meaning you can't anticipate where he's going to go. You have to watch, not read, watch and react. Because now Jalen Hurt does have a telltale. He loves to go to the right side of the field when he makes his throws. So what you have to do is you have to make it
No.
difficult for him in the pocket. You got to keep his head on the swivel, and like LT said, you want to make it. We don't want to be predictable. You don't want to be predictable on the offense. You definitely don't want to be predictable on the defense. Now, with that being said, K Styles, we got some rookies on the defense.
Mm, mm,
Do your job. Don't do more than your job. Don't do less than your job. Do your job. All right? Do your job. Point blank, period. Don't be trying to make no big plays if that's not necessary. All you need to do is aid whoever's going after Jalen Hurts and keep him in that backfield. Because we all know he can get out the pocket and he can make a play, even if he gets hit. So we got to make sure. Look, I'm gonna need them to pancake that young man. That's just what it is. We're gonna have somebody need to be. I'm sorry to say this, Michael. Somebody need to be rubbing their nuts across his helmet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm just saying that he need that work because if you're talking about winning the game, you got to go in. You got to go all in. You can't be playing with them. I mean, this Philly team is a good team.
okay. Now we known as the temp tones and shit. Right now, after that.
oh,
Your Tone.
Woo, 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 woo,
This is the
woo, woo.
Travis and the Temp Tones.
What?
Hell no. All right. So as Juan kind of spoke on containing Jalen Hurts, Mike, this question's for you. What matchup in this game are you most interested in looking at?
I would have to say I gotta say that whew, I'm gonna say this. I'll say this. I gotta say Grady Jarrett and what's the good God what's the center for them? I always forget his name.
I don't know. I know. He was kind of one of the weak leaks last week.
Yeah, so
Um,
is it Cat? Hold on, God dang it, it's on the tip of my tongue. But there, I believe their center. I don't think their center is ready for a guy like Grady Jarrett. If Grady Jarrett is indeed back, he gonna have a long night with that young guy in front of him. And then another thing that we didn't see enough of, in my opinion, in certain situations we saw him, but that boy, look, that damn Eddie Goldman, that dude is a problem in that manner. That's a big ass dude. I didn't realize how big he was. Maybe it's the black. I don't know what it is, but he look extra big. Okay, pause. Okay, goddamn pause. No diddy. All right, just to cover myself. All right, but he look extra big. He look
Easy.
this nigga, yeah.
look, that dude look big, okay? He look extra big, and I think he's gonna have a problem with Grady Jarrett and our defensive tackle tonight. I don't think their guard and their center is ready for the rotation that we have at our disposal at this particular time. 'Cause I really do believe that Grady Jarrett is that dude. But man, Cam, I knew it was. I forgot his last name. I knew it was Cam, but um,
Cam Jurgens, yeah.
Jurgens. Yeah, I always forget his last name, but I know it was Cam. But
I didn't even
I
know who the
think,
fuck he was. I ain't gonna tell you no.
but I always forget his name. I always forget his name. So, like I said, man, I think our defensive tackle and in the middle of their offensive line is going to be a problem because I think obviously Big Johnson Lane he's going to do his thing. Um, he's the real deal, but I don't think they're as good. Yeah, I don't think they're as good. And you saw what happened last week when
Mhm.
you got Grady. Them boys was eating last night. They was eating last week, so they gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I know you talked about Lane Johnson, but you also got to remember that other tackle they got.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah,
Jordan
Malo
Malo?
Malo. That song was good. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're stout at the tackles as far as being able to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
Um, me, like you said, I'm looking at this matchup with the center of our offensive line versus the center of their defensive line. This is going to be really the biggest X factor for this game to me. How is Drew Dahlman, Matthew Bergeron, and Chris Lindstrom gonna hold up as a unit? I'm not talking about just individual. I'm talking about as a unit against Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis.
Okay, Styles.
Yes.
If I may, I believe that's going to come down to coaching because reason why I say that, and I'm gonna go back to what LT said. You're gonna have to mix the running game and the passing game together, but you're also gonna have to do screens. You're gonna want to start your men out mauling, doing what they're good at, because the minute the minute we get predictable, the minute we become one dimensional and start just trying to sling it downfield and nobody's open, you're gonna start getting not so much Bergeron, but you may have Dahlman get a little he gets a little anxious. And that's the last thing you want. You don't want your center getting anxious and stuff like that. Cause like we all know, they whatever weakness they find on this team, that's what they gonna focus on all game. So you want to start them boys out being the aggressors. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, you know.
As long as far as what?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as our O line, because we all know our O line. Some guys on our O line are not good in pass protection.
That's
That's
true.
not their that's not their strong suit.
He talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Caleb McGarry,
Yeah,
basically.
so what you don't want is you don't want your opposition coming out targeting Caleb McGarry right off the rip. You want him to be able to get at them and kind of be able to impose his will. That keeps up his confidence. Because like Mike say all the time, the worst thing in the world you can have is a player that loses confidence in the game. He damn near ain't no good.
That's true. As well as like you and I mean to add to that because you mentioned Dolman. See, and we all know Dolman is not the best pass protector, especially going against big body guys. And he gonna be looking in Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter faces. So like you definitely don't want them to be in a position where they could just like tee off on him. Cause like you said, once he get nervous and anxious, he start missing his techniques, and next thing you know, they're mauling down the middle. And listen, I mean, as fans of the Bulldogs, you don't want the boys to get started because it ain't no stopping.
Nah, it ain't.
So
Now, kind of going into the next part of it. Trav, I'm gonna ask you this: out of what we just talked about, who in this game are you paying attention to the most as far as the Falcons? Who are you looking at to have a big game?
well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Very honest with y'all. My eyes is on My Little Pony right now because at this point, 4 years in the league, I'm seeing things that still like those are like rookie mistakes. I need you to clean that up expeditiously and utilize what you were drafted for. Your size, your speed, your athleticism. And I mean, first of all, you got mini me's at that linebacker position for Philadelphia. I like Nakobe Dean. Think he was fantastic at Georgia. You ain't big enough to guard no cow pits. Let's call it what it is. The safety's not big enough to guard no cow pits. So I need Pitts to really assert himself tonight. Like as of right now, everybody calling him the unicorn. He look like a My Little Pony right now. I need him to transform like a Pokemon. If you want to be a unicorn, I need to see unicorn effort. That is where I'm at with it.
So you want him to go from a Vulpix to a Nine Tails? Am I correct?
There we go. You are
All
absolutely
right,
correct.
gotcha. So so Mike, what's your take? What's your take on that? Do you think and this is kind of going back to what you've been saying throughout the whole off season as far as Kyle Pitts? Um, as we kind of saw last week, he had some plays here and there, and I know a lot of people are kind of upset about uh his chip blocking ability, but outside of that, do you expect Kyle Pitts to have that game that we're hoping for in this matchup?
No, I don't. I don't really care when it comes down to who gets the ball. The thing is, there's so many expectations, and this is where I always say this is the equivalent of the quarterback talk because everybody put these expectations on guys, and not saying that you guys are doing it, but like everybody because he was drafted, and that's the thing that's what they call him. Everybody expects him to be there. And the thing is, when you put those expectations on him, everybody say, "Yeah, he's phony." What if he was never meant to be that? What if he was never that to begin with? And I think that's the thing. maybe he's always going to be a pass catcher. So as far as him is concerned, I don't have any expectations for him. Um, because we have so many weapons. You got Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson. Um, I mean, to be honest, we can nitpick Bijan Robinson because those aspects of his game that I thought he missed. That he even came out and stated just like he was a little bit amped up. He missed a couple wide open holes in the middle. Pause, but he missed a wide open hole, and he could have had a big run, but he missed. He missed it, and he talked about this, and that's the aspect of that. So when I look at this Falcon team, man, it's like and that's the thing about being an Atlanta Falcon, being an Atlanta Falcon player. They're going to put you and maybe this has to do with maybe this has a lot to do with Mike Vick. A lot to do with Mike Vick. So because everybody that's drafted, you have to be absolutely extraordinary. I mean, you got to live up to that persona that everybody did. And I don't think that's fair for any player to try to live up to the medias and the fans. Let them guys be who they are. And what Warren always say, look, coaches got to put these guys in a position to do what they do best. We got to put them in a position to do what they do best. And my thing is, if a guy isn't good at blocking, what the fuck are we putting him in blocking for? Why the fuck is he blocking TJ Watt to begin with? Shit, he acting like JJ Watt, but why the hell are we putting Kyle Pitts to block him anyway? That's stupid. So there's a lot of blame to go around. But at this point, with a new offensive coordinator, I'm looking at somebody to be featured. I don't care if it's Kyle Pitts, Drake London, because Drake only had 2 catches last week.
What they had like what 5? What they had like 3 targets?
3. He had
3
5 targets. He had like 3 targets. Something like that. It was something like that.
Okay.
But he didn't have a lot of targets. So, like I said, we can nitpick every player on it. Tyler Algier didn't get enough snaps. So I don't really care. I just want to see the improvement from the coaching staff. I don't want to see the same juices all the time. I don't want to see the same stuff that we saw last week again. Because that's what got Arthur Smith fired, because he kept doing the same stuff over and over again. So I just want to see improvement by the coaching staff. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, I think essentially, and George Testboy said, yeah, 92 folks and 29 likes. Come on, y'all. Go ahead and get the likes up, man. Go ahead and get the likes up. We appreciate everybody watching, though. Definitely appreciate it. Likes is free. Like you said, we want to go ahead and spread this word out before this game tonight. But kind of going off what y'all saying about the offense is I think essentially what's going to happen is they're going to have to start with they're going to start off the game coming out with some quick throws. Yeah. Try to get these guys in the feeling of the game. Because like you said, Kyle Pitts is like that. Drake London is like that. Once you feed them early, and just kind of get them in the feeling of the game, and especially for a game like this.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, you'll start building that confidence. Because I think what ended up happening was, like I said last week, we started off quick, we started off hot, but then, like you said, then Pittsburgh made the adjustment. They said, we not finna let y'all beat us. We finna blitz Craig y'all.
Yep.
And they're going to have to neutralize it. So that's kind of what LT is talking about. We're going to have to kind of get that screen game working a little bit more. Not saying that you have to run 17,000 screens back to back to back to back and stuff like that.
That would lead to Dirk Cutter getting fired.
And please don't call a draw. Okay, with 8, 9 in the box, like damn, your boy from Georgia did that dumb ass. You know who I'm talking about? That dumb ass offensive coordinator at Georgia. Anybody know his name? Anybody want to know his name? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a draw with 9 in the box. Okay, I don't want to see that.
Mike, get your blood pressure medicine. Get your blood pressure medicine.
I don't want to see that. You talking about screaming and yelling? This dude dude called a draw play with 9 in the box. Okay, he's got 9 in the box. I don't want to see that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. What's gonna have to happen to y'all guys' equity? We're definitely gonna have to get Drake London involved because he's another problem. You cannot leave your problem pieces on the board unutilized because if you want it, and Mike, you said it earlier, we're gonna have to spread them out because I'm gonna tell you this is what you're gonna see if you don't spread Philly out. They're gonna do they're gonna do that wide 9, and all they're gonna do is they're gonna have their linebackers sitting on routes. I'm telling you, and they're gonna try to make the Falcons game one dimensional because what has the media been saying? Oh, we don't believe Kirk is feeling well. We don't believe his leg is what it is. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna try to shut down every possible way for Kirk to get the ball out quick so they can just hammer him. So you're gonna have to spread that team out. So go ahead and be disrespectful. Use Kyle Pitts. Use Drake London. Do whatever it takes to win.
Okay, so I got an open question that anybody want to ask. So, as LT kind of said at the beginning of the show, was AJ Brown is going to be out for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's going to kind of leave Devontae Smith as the wide receiver number 1. We've already talked about Saquon Barkley, but like I said, Philadelphia Eagles ain't fooling me. I know how important a guy like Dallas Goedert is for this offense for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
What do y'all what do y'all think about the matchup of Dallas Goedert with our linebackers?
Well, for any Falcon fan that don't know currently, we will be without Nate Landman for
Mm-hmm.
a few weeks. I
Right.
think he's on the IR designated return list.
Yeah.
So that's a hit to the defense, but it is what you just mentioned is one of the reasons why I was so excited for Troy Anderson last year because of what for games like this, because I felt like this man here was he has the size, he has the speed to run with guys like Dallas Goedert and whatnot, and he's a sure tackler. So I was thinking that game when you have matchups of this nature, like taking on a Dallas Goedert, these are the games where I feel like Troy Anderson can really put his skill set on display. But we will see tonight. But I think this will be. I think they're gonna try to utilize Goddard in a sense, but I think we have the core to kind of at least not have him go crazy for the most part.
Hmm. Okay. What do you think about that matchup, Mike? Dallas Goedert versus our linebackers.
Um, I think this game better suited for a guy like Troy Anderson. Nate really isn't the guy. He really wasn't the guy that was. If you look at a lot of passing situations, he really wasn't in a lot of passing situations when it come down to like guarding the tight end. So we never put him in that position anyway. So will we feel his absence? Absolutely. But a guy like JD Bertrand, you have Caden Ellis, Troy Anderson, those guys are the one you're going to focus on as far as the passing concern. So I expect the Eagles to come out in big form in a lot of tight formations because of Nate in certain situations. Because I think if you come out and spread the Falcons out, I think you playing into the Falcons' hands. Just my opinion. I could be wrong about that, but I think you are better suited to play the Falcons. Take advantage of the linebacking core of the passing game if you go big. The Eagles, but the Eagles I guess they believe in their wide receivers. I don't know why, but we'll see. I would actually go big if I was the Eagles and take advantage of our linebackers to see what they can and cannot do. Because with a running back like Saquon Barkley who can catch the ball out of the backfield, it's like you're gonna spirit these guys open a little bit. So I would go big. That's me.
All right, Juan. Mike actually segued into another talking point here. As we already know, the Philadelphia Eagles are a team that kind of comes with some gimmicks.
Mm.
I mean, for a few years, we had to deal with the Philly Special, and now they have the Philly Tush Push.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. Well, now the only thing that's in our favor right now about that is they don't have Jason Kelsey. Okay.
True.
So what you have to do, and I said this in other shows, when it comes down to a Falcons team that's just getting it together playing against Philly, you have to lean on who's experienced on the team. You got guys like Eddie Goldman in the middle, Grady Jarrett. You got guys like you got Troy Anderson. You got Ever Ketty. You even got hey, his name escapes me, but I keep going. But you got a lot of big guys up front. What you got to do for them, especially on when it comes to offense, you want to confuse them. Defense, you don't want them confused. You want them guessing. You want them trying to anticipate your moves. Like Mike said, go big because the thing is, to me, from what I've seen from Philly, being when they all bunched together, like LT said, them Georgia boys take advantage of being in close proximity. Now, if you make them big boys run around, that's what you want. You want to tire them out. You want them to run around because if they bunch up, more than likely we're not gonna have a good day. But as far as that tush push, like I said, they don't got Jason Kelsey. That dude right there was pretty much that was the guy for that line. So you can take advantage of their center because he's not that experienced. But it's going to come down to people making plays like Landman. I mean, let's be real. Did y'all think Landman was going to leap over that line like that? And
Hell no.
I mean, and what you look at the film, he was so quick. The quarterback didn't have a chance to move. He was on the quarterback before he even had a chance to go laterally.
Well, that boy
So,
slow anyway. He wasn't gonna catch that. Never mind.
but
Goddamn.
but we know Jalen Hurts. He ain't slow. He he like trying to catch one of them field mice in your house.
I'm talking about a different type of slow, but that
Yeah,
Goddamn.
he's slippery when he want to be. So I would say take advantage of the center. Take advantage of the center.
Cam Jurgens.
Yep, take advantage of him. One thing I always say: experience will beat talent every time.
And I agree.
All right. So, also here said Falcons will play well enough to win this game. It's going to come down to the Falcons' offense if they can execute on third downs and they can score TDs in the red zone.
Hey Styles, can I say something, bro?
Go ahead.
Falcons. I know y'all watch us. I need y'all to listen. I need y'all boys to calm down. All right? Play disciplined football. Okay? What we don't need is a host of penalties, especially on drives that get us down the field. Please cut that out. I need all of y'all to just sit down and drink some green tea before you go on the field. Calm your nerves.
Where's that smoke a blunt or some shit?
Something.
All right. All right. All right, LT, man. Like you said, we've kind of segued into this talking point. And it kind of goes back to the matchup of AJ Terrell and Devontae Smith. How confident are you that AJ Terrell could possibly bounce back and according to people, have a better game?
I mean, the problem with AJ, sometimes I think he panics at the last second. Like a lot of times he actually be having good coverage. And then like while the ball's in the air, he just start panicking. And it's like, no, bro, don't panic. Just play your technique. But for saying with Devontae Smith, I think he to me, this is a better matchup for him than him having to go against AJ Brown. That's just my humble opinion. I think him going against Devontae Smith is a better matchup. I think he could cause problems, but as long as he don't panic, and especially if our pass rush could get to Jalen and cause some missed throws or anything of that nature. But I think AJ could actually do a pretty good job against Devontae. So if I had to go on a limb and say like what I would hope happen, it would be to have if Devontae don't get no more than 60 yards, AJ did his job.
Mm, mm. And Corey here made a good point too. I think one of the main issues with AJ is a lot of times he don't really get his head around because, like you said, it's been plenty of games that we have seen in his career where all you gotta do is just look back for the ball and there's an interception right there waiting on him.
Yep.
So this is kind of where a lot of people are kind of having like that AJ Terrell talk is for with it. But like you said, if he can able to be physical at the line enough to kind of try to frustrate Devontae Smith, he could have a good game.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
Um, so as well is, and you can also ask this as well. The importance of Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates in this game.
Oh, most definitely. Ooh,
I I I, I think it's going to be very important when you look at. Of course we know what to expect from Jesse. I think we all know what we're looking for out of Jesse Bates, but I think this would be a prime game for Justin Simmons to kind of display his talents. Uh, I think, to me personally, I think that he will actually have a solid game tonight. Surefire tackler, maybe a couple pass breakups, and like securing some key stops for us in tonight's matchup.
Mm, mm,
you know what? I agree with you on that. It's something that um, Coach Gray said. He said when you get Jesse Bates in the game and you got Justin Simmons, when they came in together, he said what they want them to do is feed off one another. And in my opinion, when you got Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons out there, what did Arthur Smith say? He said, I purposely did not throw it in the middle of the field because he knew good and well they was going to pick it off. We need to make it so that Jalen Hurts has to think twice about trying to go deep.
Right.
Because if Jesse, and y'all can follow me, if Jesse gets a into, that's gonna amp Justin up to get one. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna take away Jalen Hurts' comfortable. You like if he scrambles to the right and he throws it downfield, hey, it's a possibility Jesse could be waiting on me because Jesse good for looking at the eyes of a quarterback.
And
Justin Simmons,
and Jalen known for throwing a pick.
Right, right,
you literally just took the words out of my mouth with that. I was like, yeah,
yeah,
he is susceptible of throwing a couple.
right. And see and that's what you want because now if he's scared to throw it, now you basically toned him down. Now he's either got to check down the ball or they got to run it. So yeah, that's what you want.
Right. But but I will say this. I do believe that this is a must-win game for the Falcons. More so, it's just they're more so confidence-wise going into the next game as well, and you're going to have to kind of play catch up with the Saints and the Buccaneers right now, early in the season, with both of them being 2-0. You want to still be in that close proximity. Now, what I'm saying about is must win. This is not going to determine the season, but I just think for just this stretch of games, you need that signature win to kind of boost that confidence and that bravado for the Kansas City game. So this is why I say this is kind of a must win on that standpoint.
Can I say something real quick, Big Sam? I
Oh,
just want to say something, Big Sam. Okay, I just want to say something to you very quick. Big Sam, the JV coach, your mama would be better suited to hold my nuts. Okay, just please get off my nuts. Okay, all right, just
Good
do that favor for me.
God.
Thank you, sir.
Good God. What is happening here?
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I mean, this is brought to you by Family Affair. Family Affair. Your mothers are important too.
Yes, yes,
I
mothers are
mean,
important.
it's a lot of hateration and holleration in this dancery.
This man, every show, this man bring my name up. Now, every show, this man bring up. This look, we can have a conversation.
No relation. We're not related. We're not related.
Oh, okay,
We're
yeah,
not
yeah.
related.
No, they're not related.
That game that be like, we not related, y'all. All right, man. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. White?
We here to
Mr.
talk
White.
football, Big Sam. Okay, the JV coach. This. Okay, we're here to talk football. You can talk about Mad Mike tomorrow after the game.
Now we do
Hell
have a
yeah.
show for that. We do have a show for what's wrong with you now.
We do. We do.
It's called Rectum Confessions.
Wow.
Whoa!
And
Wow.
that's on
Whoa!
and that's on the backdoor channel. Yep, it's on. It's the backdoor channel, channel 32.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
wow.
Whoa! 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 What is going on here, fellas?
What'd you say? He subscribed to the Diddy channel?
Oh my gosh! Not. Y'all got me stuttering up here. God damn.
All right, Tev said McClellan, Hamilton, Brandon Dorless, Jovan Gwynn, Brandon Parker, Ruke are inactives for the night.
Yeah, I kind of figured that Ruque and doing this. I kind of figure out what they. I think I know what they doing with them. I just want to be sure.
What you think? What you think that's about?
I think this it's gonna be more so of a later in the season where we get to see kind of preserve those guys. These guys are more so like their
Future investment.
development plan. Yeah, I think they're developing these guys in the back. So this is more so next year you're gonna get to see these guys. These are the project players. So I wouldn't put too much into it, but injuries happen. You'll see them. Hopefully we don't. But I like what they're doing with them. If they're not ready, don't force them out there.
All right, so we got the OG in the building, y'all, man. So Sam, man, what you think about this matchup tonight? And if y'all didn't get a chance to catch OG earlier today, you definitely make sure you go ahead and not only check out the Mad Mike Network, but OG TV. But
Sam just
Sam,
don't took over. Sam don't took over. Sam don't took. I might have to rename the goddamn channel.
So Sam, what you got for this matchup tonight? What's your mindset as we get closer to game time?
Keeping Saquon Barkley in check. Period. Look, not taking anything away from Devin. What's his name? Devin Smith.
Devontae
Devontae Smith. But with no AJ, it's a little bit easier to deal with Devontae. But you fuck around and let Saquon get loose, then that's a whole different set of problems. So we kind of sort of need to keep him in a straitjacket.
No, we need that motherfucker to have knee tendonitis tonight. Fuck all that shit.
I need to hurt my rib hurt.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Tender knee.
Nah, 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 nah. Y'all need they need to hit Saquon like he stole a $40 holler. Every last cent.
Tender knee. Lord have mercy. That kid talking about Aunt Lil A just came home from doing the bid.
You know what?
Look, that's the security over there, boy. Y'all didn't know.
Security.
Security.
Man.
Oh.
You got your cornbread.
Oh Lord. We got Asia in the building, y'all. Asia's in here. What's going
How you doing, girl?
What up, Asia?
on?
The
Let's see.
ladybird, the ladybird.
A couple of ladybirds in there. Definitely shout out to the ladybirds at AFN. So y'all definitely gonna get a post game show from the latest tomorrow. Like
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's gonna whether you win or lose, y'all make sure y'all check that out on AFN. Um, let's see. I guess we go ahead and start doing a little bit of Q&A here.
Oh yes.
Ooh, real, real, real,
So
real quick, real quick,
go ahead,
please.
go ahead.
One other thing, because I mentioned it earlier on my show. I'm gonna want to keep an eye on Zach Robinson's play calling. To see if it's gonna be some knee jerk reaction, trying to make up for the fourth quarter type of thing. Calling rush type plays instead of sticking to the game plan.
No good.
So no Arthur Smith is what you saying?
Look, man, Arthur Smith does not live rent free here. I You know, I'm just speaking in general to the young man, taking steps, moving forward, getting his chemistry with Kirk, getting his chemistry with the rest of the unit. You know what I'm saying, and calling the right plays. And staying on the path that he was on. Before the mistake.
um, Said no post game show tonight. There may be a post game show. Well,
Depends on how I feel. How I feel. I
is
might
it,
I might go for about 20, 30 minutes. So might get that.
you might get 20 minutes of my black ass might be asleep after this damn game.
Ain't lying.
Regardless if they win or lose, I'll be asleep after this damn game because cause that game gonna go off at 11:30. I gotta be up at 3:30. So yeah,
Yeah.
You're definitely getting a halftime show.
you're gonna get a halftime show. You're gonna definitely get a halftime show. Um. Oh. Okay. This is a very interesting question here. Brian Peoples asked, "Do you think Bryce Young's benching
I
is
gotta have that.
beneficial?"
I got to have it. I gotta have this. This is the worst shit ever. This is why the Carolina Panthers are they're the most disgusting. They need to be sold. Okay, they need to be sold the game and not told because obviously they don't know what the hell they doing over there. This is the worst shit that you could ever do for this kid right here. This is why. This is exactly why guys like Trey Lance end up failing This is why they fail. It's because of this. 2 games into the season, and you benching this kid? Why? It's your fucking fault. Run some RPOs. Spread them out. Use them exactly how they using Kyler Murray in Arizona. What are you doing? You just tell me you have no fucking clue what you're doing. Why bench him? I know this kid can throw the ball for more than 10 yards. I know he can. I've seen it. I've seen him play against Georgia. He has talent. They just show me y'all have no fucking plan for this kid. Just sit up here and bench him? And then that bullshit excuse you say, well, it's about the fundamentals. This ain't that about no damn fundamentals. Y'all trying to ruin his career because y'all don't believe in him. Let's keep it freaking real. Y'all don't believe in him. And you shouldn't have drafted him 1 freaking year after he did 1 year, and you've already benched him. This is disgusting, bro. And I'm not even a Panthers fan, but how you doing these young quarterbacks is freaking disgusting. There's no reason to be sitting there and benching this guy. None whatsoever. When you have a trash offensive line, you have Chuba Hubbard for about 14 years, and he ain't did crap. Y'all done changed the wide receiving core. I don't know how many dang on times. You let DJ Moore walk, and you trying to blame it on what are we talking? What are we doing? This is absolutely disgusting. I hate when coaches do this crap to quarterbacks, and then we left looking at the quarterback saying he sucked. No, you suck.
Don't be Arthur Smith. Don't be Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith did the exact same thing. He did the same thing ain't running no concepts with Carolina that he is good at. This is the freaking problem. You're trying to force this kid into your system instead of doing what he does well.
I think where Mike kind of come from is that this is kind of one of the major reasons why you have to have a foundation when you're bringing in these types of quarterbacks like that. And we've seen multiple situations where if you don't have that foundation, then that's going to lead to certain situations like this. Now, I don't feel sorry for it because at the end of the day, um, they chose him. Um, and instead of doing the right thing with the process of it, you tried. They listened to the media and they listened to the
Yep.
football fans saying that this guy was the next this and
Yep.
the next that, and they fell right into the trap instead of letting it develop.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, okay, stop. Tell them what they called them. Tell them what they
oh,
called them.
you talking about he was the next Drew Brees? Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
They called that man. Y'all called him Bryce Christ.
Bryce
Mm-hmm.
Price. Bryce Price.
God don't like
Yeah.
ugly.
Q.
Oh, flag, 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 flag,
Flag
flag,
on the play.
flag.
Flag on the play, y'all. Flag
Flag
on
on
the
the
play.
You say they called him what now?
They called him
After
Bryce
Q.
the
Price.
game, look. I got a video after we beat the Panthers last season in
Oh,
the
he called
building.
me all types of names. He called
They
me all types
called
of
this
names.
man on the show Bryce Christ.
Q.
Yeah,
And after they lost,
Right, Bryce Christ.
Bryce
Bryce
the
the
Christ,
Christ.
Q.
Yep.
yeah. And after they lost,
Let me go
in
get
in,
my
in,
holy.
in, 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 in in Panthers fashion, I asked a simple question: what happened?
Q.
Let me go get my holy oil because
Oh no! Oh yeah! Your boy, hey, look, your boy JT turned on him too. So yeah,
Oh, real
he was
quick,
called.
real
Yeah,
quick.
he called him Bryce Christ too. Then he
Mm-hmm.
turned on him.
I mean, my thing is, and of course, I mean, it ain't my team, but these guys will tell y'all I hate stupid football, whether it's on the field, organizational wise, whatever the case may be. But watching them do what they doing, as of right now, currently constructed, this is how David Carr career got ruined so early.
And that's my problem. It ain't even the fact that it's my team. They doing this kid so wrong. It's so wrong. That's how David Carr, like you said, that's go ahead, finish.
I'm just saying, like, there's like people don't understand, like, this is why David Carr, like, even though granted, in his situation, he was drafted to quote unquote a new team, an expansion team to the league with the Houston Texans. But man, like y'all don't, I don't even think y'all realize how bad it was for Card, because this man legit used to have to. This man had to go to therapy the way
I can
he
tell,
got drunk.
I can tell you.
Go ahead,
I,
tell him then. Tell him since you
I
know.
can
Go ahead,
tell
tell
you.
him. Tell him
I
then.
can tell you. David
Tell him.
Carr is a pure example of what you do not do with a quarterback. See, and that's why I refer to a lot of you youngins to when y'all want to throw just because he got a little athleticism, want to throw him out there too. Well, David Carr was one of the best quarterbacks coming out of college.
Fact. But y'all do not
Yeah.
know David Carr was slinging that thing in college, dog. Like he was one of them
Okay,
ones.
yes, he was that dude, and
If
got
y'all
drafted by
think Derek
Houston.
Carr decent, if y'all think Derek Carr really decent, go look at his brother. David was a monster, and
They
then he
put
got that
David out
police.
there them first 2 seasons,
He
and
didn't
I'm
have
like,
anything.
is anybody gonna call the police on what's happening to this
No
man?
offensive line, no running back, barely had a receivers. Like that dude, it was a mess.
Listen, that boy,
Think about it.
he didn't even retire from the game. He just quietly disappeared onto a therapy couch for 5 years before he
Think,
got that job with NFL Network.
think, think,
Which
think,
is
think about it. Think about this. He was the rookie quarterback of an expansion franchise that gave up 80 sacks in a season.
80 sacks.
Yeah, yeah,
80 people.
yeah.
That's
Now,
over 200
I
times he was
repeat
hit.
it. I repeat. The man said he had to go to therapy,
50 of them sacks was before week 6.
and I
now,
ain't talking about. I'm not talking about body therapy. I'm talking about he had to go see a shrink.
No, I don't think it hurt me. I don't think it hurt me. 50 of them 80 sacks was before week 6.
so basically, what they saying is, y'all see Bryce Young, right? He already came in the league a toddler. So now that man, now you basically told that man his hands is too small. His hands is too small. Now he got to sit on the sideline and watch Andy Dalton play quarterback like he should have played. Y'all basically said thank you, but no thank you for wasting your time. And then you put out, and now this is the mind blowing part. Then you put out the same media where the coach is saying and the organization is saying we should have got CJ Stroud. Like, what are we doing? It,
I don't think CJ Stroud would have lasted either because for one thing, Carolina didn't build the foundation.
no, they
Yeah,
didn't.
they did.
Houston built their foundation.
But if that ain't a
They
surgical
they're
FU,
good. Hold on, real quick, Warren. But that goes to show you they learn from their mistake. They built the foundation for CJ, so they don't turn CJ into David.
Right.
Well, yeah, right, yeah, a human pincushion. Because I hate to say it, if y'all looked at that game, them two games with Bryce looked like I told you he looked like a used stripper on a broken pole. They was spinning him every way but loose.
Right. Right. So, but that's why, like you said, this is exactly why for a lot of people that see the Falcons draft a guy like Michael Penix and they're not playing him right away. This is one of the reasons why you have to build the team first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, in order for you to build that team, you're going to have to go through some hiccups within that organization to build said team.
Be, because if you got to think about it, after 2024 season is over with, whomever the teams play with the big O lines and stuff like that, what's going to happen? You bring a new quarterback out there, you got to have some bigger slobber knockers in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, preseason is an evaluation, but it also tells you, okay, what your team needs to work on come off season.
Right.
That's the reason why I keep telling people Kirk Cousins is the best thing for us right now, because guess what? He doesn't have to learn the game. All he has to do is get comfortable in the system he's in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you once again, look at the drive where Kyle Pitts got the touchdown. You see how that shook up Pittsburgh? It shook Pittsburgh up to the point where they had to change their whole gaming about how they was going to deal with the Falcons, because Mike Tomlin said, nope, we're not having that. Because why? He understands how good Kirk is when he gets comfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. None of these teams want to see Kirk Cousins get comfortable. That's why they're doing the media slander. The minute Kirk Cousins gets comfortable, it's a problem for everybody.
Right. And shout out to Brian Peoples with the 199 super chat, said he was the number one pick for a reason.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about damn David Carr. I don't know if he was talking about David. Well, you can use both. You can use both of them in this case. They both were number one overall for a reason.
I mean, like I said, watching what they're doing with Bryce Young is literally like replicating what we witnessed with David Carr. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. His first, like you said, the first half of that season and what it was 2002, it was like a car. It was like a car. It was like a whole damn crash test dummy out there, but it was nasty.
But look, I mean, Desmond Ridder was headed that same way. Only difference is he's a little bit bigger. I mean, look at.
See what you don't got started now. What you don't got started?
Oh, no. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say. You know, I know some people they a little tender right now, but that's all right. But yeah, you see, you ain't heard from him. Ain't nobody heard from him. Don't nobody know where he went. That dude, is he still in Arizona? Does his parents still love him? I mean, we need to know. But this is what happened.
But this is the biggest difference. There's the biggest difference between those two situations. You literally gave up your whole future for this guy.
Right.
The other guy you didn't.
Nah.
That one trade right there literally built up the Chicago Bears for the next 3 or 4 years.
Oh man, listen. I've heard right now the Panthers organization is in a 10-year deficit. 10-year deficit. It's 2024. You mean to tell me they ain't gonna resemble a team until 2034?
Well,
by the time they get back to team similar shit, my AARP be done kicked in. Shit.
I might have to look into some AARP, but goddamn, so they say you can sign it up at any age, but we're gonna look at that. But we're gonna go ahead and wind it down, y'all. Give everybody a little grace period time before the game starts. So I'm gonna let the panel go ahead and give their final takes, final words, what they want to get off their chest before we get up on out of here. You're gonna let Sam kick it off with it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. I don't give a fuck, America. That about covers it.
Sam, don't you bring your ass back up here no more. Don't.
All right, Trav.
The pledge of allegiance. The pledge. We really doing
this? All right, Trav, man. What's your final thought for the night, man?
Hey, you made it cool to be an asshole.
Wow, this nigga, he older than me, and he telling me I made it. Oh, okay. All right, I see how we doing. I see how we doing this. Okay.
Pew!
So my thoughts on the game. Uh, I'm gonna have to pull out Al Davis for this. Just win, baby. That's really it. Ain't no, there's really nothing else. Just win, baby.
All right. What you got, Juan?
Do your damn job. Whatever that is, do your damn job. All of them. That's it.
All right. What you got, Mike?
Uh, look, I'm just hoping you didn't see that, but I'm gonna just leave it alone. And look, man, just come out. I just want to see some improvement. That's all I'm talking. I'm saying. I just want to see some improvement. I want to see a different game plan. I don't want to see them, running the same stuff over and over and over again, trying to prove a point. Just improve.
There's only one point I want them to prove tonight. Is I want them to prove that they want to win it.
There
That
you go.
means and like I said, and I'm a quote Cam Newton be a Bill Belichick. In order for you to win, you have to prevent from losing.
Mm,
Ooh,
I know what that
Like you
means.
said,
Y'all
like
know.
you said, like you said, negative plays,
Hold up,
penalties.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. You said that the saying was, in order for you to win, you have to prevent from losing.
Yep.
That was what they went with.
That that
Is
that
that
that's what that was a Bill Belichick term that Cam Newton said he using.
that ain't that sound like some crap Mike Tomlin would have said. The standard is a standard, the past standard, but we can't lose because it's a stand. What the heck? You know what?
Now, basically,
No.
what it meant, but basically, what he meant by that is the losing plays. Negative plays, turnovers, interceptions, penalties. The
My personal
losing
opinion,
plays.
please do not get like penalties on key moments. Like if it's a 3rd and 2, please don't get a false start so it turn into a 3rd and 7.
Mhm.
right, right. Or you didn't got Bijan Robinson in space and he ran past all of them and now you got to come back. Don't do that.
Those are losing plays right there. In this kind of game, we can we cannot have those plays tonight. You had a lot of those plays at home. You damn sure can't have them plays on the road.
Hmm.
Especially
'Cause
down
that
in no
feel-
damn Philly.
But I will say this: my final thought is Falcons need to win this, and somebody need to tell these TikToks they need to just sit the fuck down. I'm
Oh
tired
my
of them.
god.
There's a new dance. There's a new TikTok dance to Freak Nasty's The Dip.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't look at it if you don't have any Pepto Bismol, because you will be sorry.
Sam, I'm about to.
Don't do it.
LT, did you just hear? Did you hear what I just said?
No comment.
I
No
said
comment.
they have a new TikTok craze called The Dip. The Freak Nasty's The Dip.
Mm-hmm. And
And it is the most mayonnaised shit ever.
mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna show you off the screen. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And
I mean,
until
that sounded to me about as bad as watching Taylor Swift. They call it swag surfing, but it look like riverboat rafting to me. I don't know. They don't show what swag. It wasn't any swag about it. It was Riverboat Raptors.
it
I'm gonna
was
say
it was canoeing. How about that?
it was
It was
canoeing, but
something. It
that
wasn't
dip,
swag surfing. I'll tell you that.
no, that dip looked like broke. It looked like Brokeback Mountain meets twerking. Don't do it.
You know what?
Mm-mm.
Nope. We leaving on that note.
Yeah,
We not.
yeah,
We
yeah.
we
Mm-mm.
did already. We did. We
I'm
did
just
already look. We did already have Miley Cyrus ruin that for all of us.
no, please,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I want everybody's homework tonight is to look up the dip TikTok dance.
I'm telling you, if you don't have your Pepto Bismol when you see it, don't blame us.
When I saw white folks, I didn't even look at it. I already knew it was a mess.
First of all, there was nothing to dip. It was all
Look,
gone. It was.
I
It
can't
was.
dance worth a shit. I ain't look. I'm not clowning, but I
Look,
know
look,
white folk can't dance.
And if you got some time on your
look.
hands, we got.
You should not be twerking. You should not be twerking with an elongated back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look. Only thing I'ma say
No,
is
we finna end because y'all finna get carried away. Nope, nope.
All I'm saying is if
no
you
no
got
no
some
no no
time,
no
if
no.
you got some time on your hands, if you got 20 minutes to spare before the game come on, NFL throwback posted on YouTube, the Dream Team versus the Falcons in 2011 for tonight's game. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
John, you know we
God.
love you, man.
Oh.
Don't even trip, John.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
this look like somebody put grapes in the macaroni and cheese. Let's just say that. That's all I'm
Oh.
gonna say.
Wow, dude, damn.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh. And I
What
We
is
just
out.
ate some
going on?
Popeyes too.
We out. Bye, niggas. We out.
Uh,
Go
That was
What
Falcons.
nasty.
in the hell?
That was
oh,
nasty, bro.
oh, my stomach.
That is nasty.
All right, man.
That
We
is
expect the
nasty.
We expect the Falcons to win
Did
tonight,
you
man.
really
We gonna
just
do
say
the.
that
Nasty.
shit? Did you really just say that shit?
That's
oh,
nasty.
Let me hit this in button because y'all niggas ain't finna get me beat
That,
one
that,
time.
that is
Bye.
nasty.
Bye, y'all.
Wow.